Hey guys, it's me again. Yay! It's been a long time since I've done a video. I'm really sorry about that. It's been so much. I've been in the middle of working, and then I went to Virginia for a bit for my cousin's graduation. Hey, she graduated pharmacy school. She is now Dr. Victoria, putting you on blast. That's right. So I'm really proud of her. So again, I went down there, and then I had like work in between. It was just so many things going on, but I'm back. I am all yours now. And yeah, so here I am. Haha. This tutorial is just gonna be, it's not really a tutorial, it's just kind of a rundown of what I've been using, as far as, like makeup and hair products. And just what I've been using, pretty much. I mean, what else is there to say but that? So, okay, so I will start off with so many things I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, I'm going to start off with what I've been using to moisturize my face. Should I start off with moisturizer, or should I start off what I've been using? Let's do that instead. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm going to get started with what I wash my face with. And then there I'm just gonna ramble on. Okay, so I wash my face of course every day, but normally I wash my face at least 2 times a day. I wash my face in the morning, and I also wash my face before I go to bed, just because of the fact that I don't like to sleep with my makeup on. Especially with me, like, I've learned that if I sleep with makeup on, like the next day literally I would get a pimple or some kind of, you know, bacterial thing on my face. It's just really a papule, which I don't want, which is like the little red bumps that, you know, appear on the skin, but there is no pus in it, so you can't really call it a pimple. I get those a lot, and it's like cystic acne, I guess, from sleeping in my makeup. So I try my hard. Like, the only time I sleep in my makeup is when I'm so tired that I can't even like lift myself out of bed. But normally I push myself to wash my face at night because I do not want to sleep with all this makeup on my face. So when I do 2 routines. In the morning time, when I'm just washing my face, normally I wash my face in the morning with this Kiehl's Blue Herbal Gel Cleanser. And this is this has like salicylic acid. It's mostly for acne treatment skin, with cinnamon bark and ginger roots, which is really good. So in the morning I kind of just wash my face. I kind of just, it's almost to me like a deep wash, like an exfoliator. And I kind of just wash my face, you know, all the bacteria that I had on it from the night before, and all that other good stuff. So this is what I use in the morning. And then at nighttime, I normally just wash my face with the Shiseido Pureness Deep Cleansing Foam Cream. So this is for oily skin, because Shiseido has like a line of products for different skin types. They have like for anti-aging, which is more for like mature skin. Then they have some for moisturizing. They have a line that's for brightening. And then they have a line that's for oily skin. And being in the summertime, now we're going into spring, you know, my oils are going to come out the most now in the summertime. So I try to avoid anything that has like, anything that I would use like in the wintertime, I try to avoid it. Anything that's like, you know, oil free, and that's for in a gel consistency type, that's what I'm using. So morning and then night, this is what I use to remove my makeup and stuff. And sometimes what I use the Sephora Triple Acting Cleansing Water, which this is really good. I use this to kind of just remove my eye makeup, because a lot of times when I wash my face, I mean, all that's not coming out at the same time. So I do a pre-cleansing, which I should have did that first, but I'm sorry. I do that, and I kind of wipe off the eye makeup that the eye makeup stuff that I have on. Then I wash my face, blah blah. Okay, and then after I wash my face, not all the time I put moisturizer on. If I do once in a blue moon, I'll put moisturizer on at nighttime, but that's very like, that's not very often. So I mean, if I do, I'll just use like any moisturizer. Like I have the Shiseido one here that I use. I have the Kiehl's Gel Moisturizer one that I use as well. I mean, it depends. I don't, in the springtime and summertime, I really try not to put too much moisturizing on. But when I do go out, I do try to put moisturizer just because of the SPF in it. So as far as like moisturizer, if I'm going out, I'll use the Embryolisse. I'll use the Emulsion Hydrate Matte, which is, it has more like a matte finish. Or if I'm gonna be out like all day and it's like, you know, like 90 something degrees outside and I really need to keep these oils under control, I'll use the MAC Oil Control Lotion. And I won't put this all over my face. I'll just put it normally where I have like a lot of oils, which is my T-zone. And then after that, I'm good. So once I apply that on, Okay, I just lost super track. So let's go back to the shower stuff because I just went off. Phew, I was on to another planet. Okay, so what I've been using to why would I skip? I might as well just show you guys at the end. This makes no sense. Okay, so we got the hydrating mask on. Now for priming. So for priming, I use 2 primers. And this really depends on where I'm going and what look I'm going for, because if I'm just going out just to like hang out, nothing crazy, then I use a different kind of makeup routine than I do that if I'm like going out. Like if I'm going out at nighttime with my girlfriend, something, I use a completely different makeup routine. So let's do like for the daytime, just, you know, you're like whatever, I'm just gonna go out, nothing crazy. I prime my face with the Makeup Forever HD, and this is the colored one. This is, I think, the number 6. This has the yellow undertone, which is for what I have, and this helps a lot to just kind of diminish all the dark spots that I have from my acne and stuff. So as here you can see, you don't really see my dark spots. Well, maybe there, maybe there. Shh, let's keep that a secret, huh? Okay, so if I'm not using the Makeup Forever primer, I'm using the Givenchy Mist Matte primer, and this is really, really good. So I use this when I use the Givenchy Match Primer when I'm going out with my girlfriends. I want to look flawless. And on top of that, I use the Hourglass Immaculate foundation, which is amazing. It is like amazing. This for me, these 2 for me in the summertime, I mean, is going to be like my ride or die. Pretty much. When I'm going out with my girlfriends and I don't want no shine to be coming through, that's what I'm using. But other than that, if I'm just like, you know, hanging out around the town, you know, just doing whatever, I'll use, and this, I mean, this is a foundation, but for me, I feel like this is more like a tinted moisturizer because of the fact that it's so thin, you know, it's like a medium coverage. I use the Givenchy Elac Madison, and this is what I use, and I'm in number 7 Matte Ginger. Oh, and Hourglass, I am in Warm Beige. Okay, and I use this kind of because it doesn't really have a lot of coverage, and it goes on very like fresh, and it has such a floral smell to it. It actually smells really, really good. So just to put a little bit more coverage on top of that, I use my Cover FX, and this is just the mineral powder, and this is an N60. So that's what it looks like, the Cover FX powder, and this is, I just put this on top of my Givenchy matte, and that kind of just, it kind of just makes it a little bit more like a tinted moisturizer with a little bit of coverage. For me, that's what it does. So yeah, so during, you know, when I'm going out, I use my Hourglass and my Givenchy and primer, and then when I'm just hanging around town, I use the Makeup Forever HD with the Givenchy foundation and the Cover FX powder. Good, right? And with another thing about the Hourglass is that it dries to a powder finish. So you don't really have to apply powder after you use it. You can kind of just, you know, let it sit in. I would still recommend using a finishing powder. You can use like the MAC finishing powder. You can use the Makeup Forever HD powder. You can use the banana powder. You can use whatever translucent powder or whatever powder you feel that is a finishing powder that best suits your skin, pretty much. Okay, so yeah, that's that. And okay, so I'm like, guys, my mom she's had these 1-a-day pills like for women, and I kid you not, I take them and I feel like I'm superwoman. I feel like I could do 100 things over and over. Like right now, my heartbeat is like, it's going pretty fast. So excuse me if I'm like, I'm losing it, and deep inside I'm like a little girl in a playground that's just waiting for her heart to just burst out. That doesn't sound good, but that's how I feel. Okay,